welcome back to the episode of Last Day on Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are having an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic day of the most amazing variety that only gets more fan-freaking-tastic from here on out. And today, boom, we got a look at some dark zones, which Cloud further goes on to clarify. Again, Cloud being one of the members of the Kafir team, he actually goes on to clarify a definition around the dark zones and what they entail, and that's where we are going to begin today. So the dark zone refers to any type of zone that is going to be beyond the wall. What wall? Well, no, not the Great Wall of China. That has nothing to do with this, but kind of like Last Day on Earth's version of the Great Wall of China, except it is separating us between the most infected and dangerous part of the world. Over here, where the infection appears to be even more powerful than over here on our side of the wall, and over here we're still like, we got some green, we got some forests over there. That looks like a barren wasteland, dude. They got freaking like volcanic land looking things. It's looking pretty rough, but long story short, dark zones do denote anything beyond the wall. And if you guys recall, there was actually something that was posted, I believe a couple of weeks back at this point, that actually said that the game plan is for titanium to be acquirable from dark zones. So I think that given that this is going to denote anything beyond the wall, we know that the next multiplayer update is going to include multiplayer zones, and those zones are likely to be within Sector 7. It does appear that this next update is going to be our first introduction to dark zones, besides, well, this really lame dark zone over here that I wouldn't really consider a dark zone. This is kind of more of a testing zone if anything else, but like we've been going over with this upcoming multiplayer update slated for the end of February, and you know, potentially that might be coming early March. You know, delays are always possible, but long story short, it is appearing to be very close. And like was said in an interview that Cloud did a while back, is that I believe they are planning for titanium, the all desirable resource that is going to be essential in a variety of more advanced recipes, specifically one that happens to be for the backpack made of titanium over here, and that will specifically be useful over here for the tactical backpack, which is actually going to require titanium. So given the fact that the tactical backpack has recently been added into the game, it is not yet acquirable through means outside of the giveaways that Kafir has been hosting in conjunction with some content creators and YouTubers out there. But it appears that titanium is going to be the key thing in allowing us to craft it, and given the fact that dark zones are going to be past Sector 7, and it appears that that is exactly what we are going to be getting within this next update, there's a great opportunity that is exactly how we will be able to craft tactical backpacks through resources that we acquire past the Sector 7 wall, and those will be useful in other things as well. Like for example, the assault trousers and assault boots are also requiring titanium. So I mean, these recipes are always subject to change, but it does appear that we are getting closer to getting a very desirable resource that will be useful in a variety of things. But boom, let's start going over some of these screenshots that were shared as well. Now these are denoting dark zones, however these are not denoting exactly what they're going to look like within this coming update. Rather, these are kind of what dark zones were shaping up to be, and kind of like what they may have looked like, but they have taken a different turn from here, meaning that they might be similar to what we're seeing over here, but this does not exactly represent what we could expect in these upcoming multiplayer zones known as the dark zone. So over here in this first one, we have what appears to be, besides the fact it's a barren wasteland, we have what appears to be actually some collectible stuff. Like for example, it appears that there's some sort of horribly demented berry bush that might be able to give us some pretty decent stuff, in addition to a absolutely destroyed car, some very shriveled up and just malnourished looking trees, and a totally destroyed house. Maybe not totally destroyed, but a pretty nicely messed up house up in the north. And then boom, here we have another screenshot, this one which appears to be a little bit more on the foggy side, and interestingly enough, it actually appears very similar to the first one with the placement of like some trees and whatnot, but instead we have this like kind of very thick fog rolling through and kind of like just covering the entire zone in this, and this is definitely giving me those dark zone like Sector 7 type vibes. And that would make sense to call it a dark zone because, well, if stuff like this is out there, you're kind of going in dark if you think about it, because visibility does not look like it is going to be at an all-time high, but we are seeing kind of similar elements throughout this. But going to be interesting to see if dark zones could very well, since Cloud did say that this is kind of what they may have looked like, not exactly what they're going to look like, but they may very well be taking inspiration from these. in that case, we could potentially expect similar elements, such as some of those trees that we are seeing that might be chop-downable and maybe give us some kind of a resource, maybe a different type of wood we haven't seen before, whatever types of berries we might be able to collect from that bush, and potentially looting up that car and getting like a engine part, or like getting like an engine from like the hood of that car, maybe just being able to loot that in some way, shape, or form. But regardless of that, that is a quick look at Dark Zones that I definitely thought you guys would want to take a peek at. And then we also have this, which was posted over by Kafir with the caption, "What do you think? Where did these guys dress up like that?" Now, this is most likely teasing towards something in the future, some sort of a new armor by the looks of it. And given some of the elements of this armor, if we take a close look at, we can see that one key defining feature of it is kind of like that gas mask slash protective thing they have going on their face. Now, unless this is some sort of a new gas mask for our normal usage, although like we don't really need a gas mask outside of like one room within Bunker Alpha, by the looks of it, this is shaping up to be some sort of potential multiplayer armor where, well, since it is going to be a little bit more dangerous and more infectious beyond the wall, it makes sense for us to want to have like more protective armors. And this armor does appear to be pretty protective in that aspect because it's got like some kind of a respirator, and like we were seeing from that earlier Dark Zone screenshot, if there's like that thick type of fog smog, that's probably not something you're going to want to be breathing in with your bare lungs, so that's where the respirator does make a little bit of sense. But yeah, so that's kind of shaping up to be what I would say is kind of pointing towards some kind of a multiplayer armor. And given the fact that we have this multiplayer update very close to fruition, and Kafir does tend to tease things that are closer to coming out, that might very well be what there is to come. But with that said, with that done, that's gonna wrap it up for today's information that we got. Go ahead and let me know what you guys think about it in that comment section down below. Your guys' thoughts on the armor, on the Dark Zones, you know, how maybe titanium will be found in them, and you know, all that type of jazz. I am absolutely looking forward to in that comment section down below. And reminder that that comment is gonna put you 1/3 of the way until we get $12 and to such place store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure to like button, make sure to hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and that will enter you in on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single last day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video for the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and that will be the winner for the week, and we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of last day on Earth information, such as that which, woo! That's what I like to see, which we are sharing today. And we are not just sharing it, as you guys saw, we are also breaking these bad boys down, connecting it to information released in the past, and all that type of jazz to give us the clearest look at the forthcoming updates and what to expect out of them. And then as soon as those updates themselves come out, specifically this big boy of a multiplayer update that is in the works, as soon as that thing comes out, we're going to be checking out absolutely everything that has to offer, every single zone, any types of new enemies, any types of new loots, good strategies to utilize, you know, potential quests we'll be able to do, because that's a big thing. There's going to be like multiplayer quests added in from what they were last saying. We're going to be checking out every single aspect of it. Doesn't matter how much time we got to sink into it, doesn't matter how expensive it might be in terms of the loot we need to spend, or in terms of potentially the tears that our wallet needs to shed in order for us to be able to showcase the things off. I'm always willing to do absolutely anything imaginable if it means that we can show off more than ever before and have an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic time all throughout. So make sure that notification bell is hit for those exact reasons. Not to mention that it's a great way to stay up to date with every single video y'all can enter in on for that weekly giveaway. Not to mention all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well. But with that said, with that done, best of luck to you guys and gals in that giveaway. And hopefully you guys wish me a little bit of luck, because today we, after doing some of our chopper raid shenanigans, are gonna go drop off this stuff. And today is actually the day that we are going to vault the tactical backpack. That is right, I've been listening to feedback and it's been a pretty divisive topic if you guys want to see us continue using the tactical backpack. And I mean, for the most part, a lot of you guys have been cool with it, but there have been some of you who are like, Star, like, come on, don't be showing that off, don't be like flexing on us or anything. And that's the last thing that I wanted to like seem like I'm doing. I don't want to be like flexing this tactical backpack or anything, you know. So I do think that we are going to, even for the purpose of raids, Gasp! I know, my hearts. We are gonna be gasping it? No, vaulting it, dude. I don't know where the word gasp came from. We are gonna be vaulting it into the depths of our base and potentially unearthing it when the time does come. But it has been a fun little period of time we've had with you, Tactical Backpack. Thank you for the short and sweet memories, but I'm sure that there will be plenty of more memories to come. But, you, my friend, need to go. So here we have the replacement for the Tactical Backpack. So again, Tactical Backpack, thank you so much for the very fun times we've had with you. It was an absolute treat being able to showcase you off for a while, but especially now that the giveaways have started coming to a conclusion, I do think it is fitting for us to go and put it away because, you know, it definitely isn't as fair because like 99.9% of people don't have access to this, and given the fact that there isn't an in-game method of having access to it, you know, I do still want things to kind of be on a relatively level playing field, and I don't know, you know, being able to have access to that when it's otherwise not super accessible unless you were one of a very select few in terms of luck. We are gonna do the honorable thing and vault it. So Mr. Tactical Backpack, you are for now going to be the prettiest thing in the world to look at, but unfortunately not the prettiest thing in the world to put upon my own back. And after putting a couple of more things away, we do have a bunker alpha to actually go ahead and venture on over to for some of today's shenanigans. But before we decide to do that, let's go and decide to find out the bunker code for today. Today's code is going to be 04008. If that's out of date by the time you are trying to put it in, make sure to check that comment section down below. Phone up-to-date version brought to you by the fan-freaking-tastic community here at the Snipe Gang. And if you do not happen to see it down below, you could go ahead and be the fan-freaking-tastic lad or lassie to spread some of that positivity to anyone who might be in desperate need of that sequence of numbers by dropping it down below and being ready to help out anyone who might very well need it. And if you do decide to do that, hey, I just want to say that I do very much so appreciate that a ton from the bottom of my heart. I love being able to make my videos as helpful in the content and in like the actual video stuff itself. But as you guys know, I love encouraging helpful discussions, you know, talk about a lot of the stuff that we're going over, you know, hypothesizing, further breaking down of stuff in the comments, then being able to do helpful stuff in game, like provide a bunker code. I just love having our videos be as helpful in every aspect imaginable to the people of the last day on Earth of world, specifically those who call themselves members of the Snipe Gang, which, by the way, if you haven't yet joined, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. I hear it's a pretty cool club. I'm just don't know where I heard that, you know, little birdie turd me. Oh no, a little birdie did not turd me. That just sounds awful. A little birdie told me, holy tongue twister, Batman, about that. You know, totally unbiased birdie. Have no idea what birdie it is. Just a random birdie. Totally random. Absolutely have no idea. But furthermore, hey, make sure you guys go ahead and stop by today's stream because we are actually live streaming over on dlive.tv/Starsnipe today as well. Link should be the very first link within the description and the first link within the pinned comment as well. Today is actually going to be a very big stream over on dlive.tv/Starsnipe. I am eating lemons as punishment. It's gonna be one of those like kind of punishment, like funny type streams, and whatchamacallit, we do have like a goal that we're gonna be trying to hit during it, and if we manage to hit the goal or like certain milestones, I will be eating things as punishment. They're not gonna be like totally disgusting, like I'm not gonna be eating a spoiled jelly donut, right? But it's gonna be there will be punishment, you know. It's not gonna be like I'm eating a freaking 50 ghost peppers or anything, but the stuff I'm gonna be eating is definitely not gonna be enjoyable. It's gonna be hilarious. There should be some great reactions, so hopefully I do see you guys over there. It's gonna be an absolutely dope stream, and we are live over there Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time, and Saturday at 1 p.m. Central Time usually. Now, it might be a little bit different. I might need to cancel the Friday stream just because this weekend I actually have to I have a midterm coming up on Thursday, so cross your fingers for me, lads and lassies. I'm gonna be studying like crazy for that bad boy, and we got some very cool videos and a very new series starting off very soon that I've actually seen suggested a very good amount. Like a good amount of you guys have wanted me to check this out, so I'm very excited to start checking it out, and that's gonna be happening within the next couple of days. You guys should know what I'm talking about. out when that bad boy does come to fruition, so keep your eyes and ears peeled out there for a little something on the newer side that is yet to ever be posted upon the channel. I think that it's definitely going to be a dope series. I'm excited for it. I've been keeping tabs on it, and by the looks of it, from what I've been reading through comments, you guys have been keeping tabs on it, and you guys have really wanted it. So with I don't want to reveal too much information about it. It's getting I'm going to be very vague here. A very important update within the coming days or so. So this update is going to be important for accessibility. Yeah, let's leave it at that. Like I'm saying, I'm trying to be as mysterious as possible, because if I reveal too much, you guys are gonna be like, oh, like gasp, Starter's talking about this game. But I've already revealed a good enough amount about it where if you guys have been keeping up with it, you guys are probably like, oh, no way, Starter's talking about what I think he talks about, and they will be like, oh, maybe I am, comrades. Find out and see. I think the aim is to have that video actually out on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. So, oh, hello. I like what I'm seeing there. So, yeah, keep your eyes and ears peeled on that. But we should be back at it on our Saturday stream. But just a little bit of a heads up that the Friday stream might need to be canceled. I'll try to keep you guys in the loop with that, with a announcement over here, like on YouTube through the community tab. Whatchamacallit, an announcement on the community tab, potentially an announcement over in the Discord, an announcement on Twitter. Just somewhere, I'm gonna do my best to try and make it known. You know, I don't want to like leave you guys in the dark, but a little bit of a forewarning that this week's Friday stream might be on a little bit of a might need to be canceled. But today's stream unaffected, and Saturday's stream should be unaffected as well. You know what is gonna be affected though? The blind one, by a little something lovingly referred to as Shotgun Ray. So hello, buddy boy. Don't mind me, just beep boop boop. Master hacker over here breaking into all these systems. Hello, big boy, or should I say blind boy. Your time has come to die. And out of context, that sentence would probably make you think that, like, Star, oh my god, how could you be killing a blind boy? You know what I mean. It's a figure of speech, all right? I'm just spreading a little bit of shotgun rain, a little bit of inclement weather over here too. That last hit was a critical too, but it was right after he started taking reduced damage again. But we're gonna be taking this dude down, and honestly, attacking him with our military armor is like one of the best things that we could do. It's super dope because, come on, let's get one more blast off. Gorgeous. It's super dope because once you get even one level of the bruiser skill and you bring your health above 100, the blind one, as you know, hits you 5 times. In full military armor, he will do 20 damage a hit, which means that if you have over 100 damage, you can withstand the damage that he's going to inflict to you within one full volley, and you could recover from it within, I'm not going to get that last volley off just to play it safe, but then you could also very easily recover from it with a single medkit. A perfect 100 health will be restored, and the blind one, his attempts at murder will be fruitless. And oh, no. Oh, extra. No. No food for you, Mr. Blind One. Instead, there is going to be tickets and hard mode items for moi. Oh, thank you kindly. Okay, and let's please, can this be the final volley? Can we get enough shotgun rain critical hits to bring him down? That's 3 hits. Come on. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. No, unfortunately, we do need to survive one more wave of this lad's shenanigans, but after that, he should be dead within 1 to 2 blasts, so shotgun rain! Goodbye to you. Ooh! And we got a limited edition. I already have this unlocked and used, but hey, we could still bring it home as a souvenir. We got ourselves the elusive skulls pattern for the chopper. Now, it's not really the best chopper skin, I'm not gonna lie. There's significantly, at least in my opinion, cooler ones, but yo, still always good to be able to unlock it, and nothing like a little bit of good luck to start off today. Now the question is, can today's raid have some good luck like we did with the blind one? Because I can't remember the last time we managed to get that freaking skull and crossbones skin out of him, so I would like to get to the bottom of this raid, and hopefully it will be treating us well as well. But without further ado, I need to go ahead, head on home and just kind of drop off a couple of things and prepare our inventory for everyone's favorite thing known as the daily raid. JK, forgot really quickly, let's go and turn in some of these hard mode items. Don't want to be bringing these things home and make a little bit of progress towards the next one. But yeah, okay, there we go. Now we're good. I might go and actually pick up a couple more things from these boxes and crates up here, but after that, I'm bringing things home, organizing my inventory. Talk to y'all. in a sec. And alrighty then, boys and girls, we're looking pretty prepared for the shenanigans of today. Let's just go and make sure that our recycler is being as productive as possible, our weapons are as prepared as they need to be, and let's go and make sure that we have the proper tools for today as well, and nothing more proper to help out than over here in the form of some cheap yet efficient and effective level 1 hatchets for the low cost of 3 stone and 3 wood a pop. Definitely a pretty good cost in terms of what we are getting. And then let's just go ahead and add those 2 to our inventory. We only have 1 C4 for today's raid, so I'm really crossing my fingers that that's enough for what we got popping up. And I'll just put those 2 things away. We do need to refill the pickup truck, however, with a couple of guns to serve as our bait chest, since as you guys know, update 1.11.6 did consolidate chests, so our whatchamacall, our chest that we used to have here actually disappeared, and it got up, and that was part of the reason that some of our chests got upgraded within our steel room up into the rack to make up for that storage, because now there's a maximum of 40 chests you could have throughout your base total. Not 40 of each type of chest, 40 chests total. But we have upgraded like a lot of them, so we honestly have more storage than we had before, so like, I'm not complaining. We also have a skill. I'll take the oak logger there, not too shabby. But yeah, I've seen that question a little bit, so that's part of the reason that that bait chest is not out there anymore. That was consolidated during update 1.11.6. And then whatchamacall, I mean, the pickup truck is just as effective for our purposes. And okay, this guy's got a ton of firm up in there, and interesting type of base. Okay. So by the looks of it, I believe that there's a little bit of stone over there. This might be I don't really know why there's only stone in that one section. And there's also stone in like this section too. But this might just kind of be like an incomplete type of base. It definitely looks like it was under construction, so let's try and get to the bottom of it. What do we have between us and wall numero uno? A poop ton of chests. And okay, so it does appear, well, actually not a poop ton of chests, I should say a poop ton of workbenches. If we want chests, unless there's no chests, nah, yeah, the chests are hidden within this room, which is caked in stone, so you guys know what that means. It's time for a little bit of the boom boom. Yes. Let's go and have some boom boom fun, comrades, and get to the bottom of what that is in store for us today, and probably to today's killing as well, because as we know, the zombies, they're gonna come. They're not gonna be happy, but hey, that sounds like a them problem. It's just my job to try to appease their happiness with shotgun rain. So gather around, children. There's plenty of shotgun rain where that came from. Oh, yeah, come on. Is this everyone that we need? All right, oh, shotgun rain. Boop. I don't care if we make a little bit of noise. As you guys saw, it's not like there's like a lot of chests or anything for us to break down. If anything, the chest selection is pretty limited. We're just gonna be kind of breaking through some like workbenches and stuff, but we all know that chests are kind of significantly better than workbenches for the most part. So behind chest number 1, hey, already got our guns back, got a little bit of okay, things are looking kind of decent, in the words of Bubbles. Decent, man, not too shabby, but okay, it's gotten shabby. If anything, it's gotten pretty shabby. Come on, chest. Come on, yeah, get back on the up and up. Don't continue the downward. Okay, it's a downward trend. Every chest is kind of getting more and more lackluster. And given the whoop. Okay, was not expecting to get cornered. Shotgun rain. Okay, let's take out a couple of those dudes and then finish that guy off. And whoop. Let's get out of there. Hit the abomination with the slow-mo. Let's go and finish the job on the Bluta, and then we'll wait for this guy to show up. But yeah, you know, I don't know. The shotgun definitely just comes in handy because we only have to use 1 blast, and we can take out most of a wave besides a couple of the tanky enemies, like the abominations and bloaters. And even then, like the tanky enemies, they take a good chunk of damage to themselves, so it still ends up pretty well in our favor. But the contents of today's base did not end up in anyone's favor, because they were okay. This one got a little bit better, a little bit definitely being the key word there. We got some red say. Okay, a little bit of sad base raid so far. Now there are some workbenches and stuff we could break into, so we're gonna try to prioritize the ones that can give us the most valuable stuff. And also, woo, that's a free storage slot, and these medkits will go straight into there, so we're consolidating on some room already. We could definitely put away the most valuable things we've gotten. This is a revenge raid, so it's not like the raiders are gonna ask for their fair share, but still, we can just kind of just put away the stuff that we know we're gonna want to keep. And so far, this stuff that we have definitely constitutes the best stuff that we've gotten, because it's been meh. It's been meh so far. So unless some of these workbenches have been working on a ton of stuff in their free time, I don't think that the future is looking too bright for us laddies, which makes me a little bit sad, camper. Hello, Mr. Workbench. Do you have good stuff? Okay, you have. Why do you have stone? That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Okay, well, at least it's empty. That makes sense. Dude, why did that thing have stone in it? I don't think the guy who was using that workbench, like, knew what he was doing. He's just kind of like, is this alchemy? Can I turn stone into precious metals? Oh, shotgun ray. Boop. Let's take out all those dudes, and then let's finish the job on these abominations as well, with the help of the little last bit of pistol drizzle that we got. Our pistol may very well break during this, in which case, shotgun ray is there to save the day. And we got 2 more things that we could break through. But given the fact that there was stone in this workbench, I just don't even know if there's, like, stuff properly stored anywhere. But if there are 2 things that I want to break into, I do think that these 2 probably have the best chance at having anything decent. And, okay. Well, that one, at least that made sense. That's not like finding stone in the other thing. This man's got 2 showers, by the way. I don't know why he needs 2. Unless he gets, like, dude, he gets a whole new level of stinky. Dang, and I thought my stink level was iconic. But we could go ahead. Let's weaken up a couple of these, because just kind of, I don't know, given what we've seen out of this base, I wouldn't put it out of the question for their, like, I don't know, maybe there's metal in the stone workbench and he just totally got it backwards. Cool meme, bro. Before we do that, let's try and put away some of this stuff, clear out some inventory, and fill up our inventory as well as we can with whatever we can. There's nothing that really stands out here, though, but I mean, there's some stuff that we could grab, you know. Better than nothing, in the wise words of whoever said that. Signal transmitters, stack of that. I'm just gonna try to, I don't really need more of these, though. I'll take some nails. We could use that for crafting some iron hatchets. Yeah, I'm not taking water. I'm never raiding water, dude. I'm never that desperate during a raid. At that point, dude, I got plenty of water back at home. I think we might just call it there. Maybe this. We could maybe get like a copper out of that. Grab a couple of these. All right, I'm looking. All in all, I'm pretty happy. Yeah, we could also pick that up since we got some scraps already kind of stockpiling up. Yeah. All right. Well, oh, and also let's actually finish up that stack of nuts and bolts. Daddy's nuts. Got to make sure that they're stacked, baby. And then let's try to get to the bottom of whatever there might be in store for us. So, come on. No whammy. Can you have something good over here? Woo! Okay, I'll take that. That is a plus compared to what I was expecting. What about over here? Anything good within there? No, there's actually stuff being worked on. And, okay, I have no expectations at all for the sewing bench. I'm outie. We have had a... I don't know if it was worth the C4 that we used, but we made it out of here alive. So, in some sense, a successful raid. But with that said and with that done, that's going to start bringing an end to this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Can't wait to hear what y'all got to say about the dark zones and whatnot that we went over in that comment section down below. And that dope new armor. And of course, best of luck in that $25 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. Best of luck to you guys and gals. Getting the chopper gas tank and joining the chopper squadron. Best of luck breeding your pup. Getting the true friend perk. Level up your own perks and skills. Not to mention find the very best blueprints and building up the very best attachments for the very best weapons that you got. Best of luck building up your base, going out on the dopest of raids, defeating all the bosses that the game has to throw at you, getting past the multiplayer wall, and most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic time all throughout. But that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one. I'll talk to you next one. See ya.